Hi guys, good morning and welcome to this morning yoga flow with me. Today we're gonna do a full body flow, so we're gonna target all the body parts today in a flowy Vinyasa morning exercise. So if you're ready, come take a seat with me and let's take a couple of deep in and exhalations here. So inhale. Exhale. Maybe close your eyes here, place your hands on top of your knees. And with every exhale, you let go of all the bad thoughts and everything that doesn't serve you any longer. Amazing. One more deep inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Namaste, and thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely practice. So we're actually gonna start in a child's pose today, a bit different than my usual start, but I feel like a slow beginning today. So we're coming into our child's pose. Extending the arms to the top of the mat. Feeling a little stretch in your arms and shoulders, your upper back. And slowly coming up to our tabletop pose. Here we're gonna start with cat and cow movements. So on an inhale, arch your back looking up for cow. Exhale, round through your spine, looking to your navel for cat. Repeating these movements, following your own breath. So on an inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down, rounding your spine. Amazing. Going back to a neutral spine, we're gonna extend our left leg to the top of the mat. And we're gonna stretch out our left calf. So your toes are on the mat and you lean back into that left leg to stretch out the calves. Maybe rocking back and forth a little bit. Very good. Of course, doing the same with the other leg. So the right leg goes to the back, leaning into your toes, rocking back and forth. Amazing. Now we're gonna open up our chest, walking our hands to the top of the mat, and then melting our chest to the mat for a puppy pose. Coming back up to tabletop position. From here we're gonna flip our left leg 90 degrees and we're coming into a side pose. So your knee is 90-degree bent and your right leg is extended straight. Extend your right arm over your head, looking up. And from here, coming into a side plank pose. So your left leg meets your right leg. Your hands can come up. Creating a strong position here. And then we're flipping over to our upward plank. So that will look like this. Looking up. Opening the chest and the shoulders here. Pushing the hips up. Amazing. From upward dog, we're gonna lower down the hips and we're coming onto our elbows. Here we're gonna grab with our right arm our left leg. Just for a little stretch here. You can try to lean completely on your back and bring that leg into your chest as far as possible. Same on the other side. And leaning back. Amazing. Going on to the other side of our side plank. So this time our right knee is gonna be bent. Back to tabletop pose for a second. Bend that right knee to the side. Open up left leg. Open up that arm looking up. Amazing. Meeting that right leg with the left for the side plank. And this time coming to the normal plank pose. Here it's important that your shoulders are in line with your hands. They are not over your wrists but above them. You strengthen your core, feel the power. And we're gonna take a slow chaturanga. So your elbow is gonna rotate inward. And slowly but steady, we're gonna lower down. And then flip over the feet, looking up for upward facing dog. And going back to tabletop position. Here we're gonna make a little flow. So we're coming from the frog pose, I call it. So you're on your toes, you bend your knees, or the snail is maybe a better name, because you look like a little snail and you look to the top of the mat or to your head. And from a snail, you're coming in to an upward facing dog. I'm gonna repeat this for 5 times. Don't forget to breathe here. Amazing. And we're meeting in upward facing dog. And then coming into our downward facing dog. Spreading the fingertips wide. Pressing into your heels. And then slowly walking to the top of our mats. Staying here in a forward fold. Taking a couple of deep breaths, maybe grabbing your elbows. Rocking up and down, side to side, stretching out those hamstrings. Amazing. Here we're gonna open up parallel with the mat. Your legs are wide open. On inhale, you're gonna come halfway up. And on exhale, you're gonna reach your hands back as far as you can. Maybe touching your head on the mat for deep hamstring stretch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left arm comes to right leg. And the other side. One more time. Very good. Now we're gonna lower ourselves down. Bring the feet a bit more together for our yogi squat. With the yogi squat, you support with your elbows, you support your knees. Open up the chest, shoulders roll backwards. Taking a deep breath here. Amazing. Now we're taking a seat. Opening up the legs wide. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, lean forward as far as you can. And coming back up. Here we're coming in to this upward plank again, but then put your legs closer to your hips so that you get this position. Opening up the shoulders and the hips again. And here you can try to reach for your right leg with your left arm in the middle. Going back up, the same on the other side. Left leg, right arm. It's a good balancing exercise. Amazing. Hips up again. And coming back down to the top of our mats. Forward fold. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, heart center. We're coming on to our first sun salutation of the day. So, legs are a bit opened, starting in a mountain pose. I will give you a bit of a better explanation into mountain pose. Your feet are hip width apart, your kneecaps are a bit like rotated up, your thighs are rotated inwards, then you want to turn your pelvic in, your shoulders are open, your hands looking like facing the front, your chin is parallel to the mat, and you look up. And you don't forget to breathe here. And then on an inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step it back to your plank position. And here we can chaturanga down again. Or knees, chest, chin. So that means you plant your knees, your chest and your chin on the mat. And then coming to a high cobra for a back bend. Looking to the left and to the right for a spinal twist. One more time, left and right. Amazing. Sending the hips back up for downward facing dog. And then you can step or hop to the top of your mat. And inhale, hands come up again. Back to your heart center. Amazing. We're gonna do this one more time. A bit quicker. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat. Step it back to your plank position. Chaturanga or knees, just chin. This time to a upward facing dog. So that means that your legs aren't touching the mat, only the top of your feet. Looking up. Downward facing dog. And step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go up. Maybe a little back bend here. And hands to your heart center. Good job, guys. Gonna do the same now, but we're gonna open up into a warrior 2. This is the warrior 2, for if you don't know that. It's kind of like the lunge position. It's important that your heels are in one straight line. Front leg is 90-degree bent. The arms are straight, as if you're pushing two walls away from you. So we're really activating in this pose. But we're gonna make it a flow with sun salutation. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And here, you're gonna bend your left knee. Bring that heel into your bum. Straighten the leg. And slowly, with control, lower it down to your warrior 2. So, heels in one straight line. Left back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Hands are strong. Then on an inhale, we're gonna lean forward, flip over your front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Looking up. One more time. Inhale to the front. Exhale, reverse. Then we're coming into warrior one, which is completely straight. Your back foot can be lifted a bit. It doesn't have to be straight on the floor. And again, making this a strong pose. Your hips are straight, hands are up. Feeling it in your legs. Stepping back up. Coming into a tree pose. Hands to the heart center. And to make it extra challenging, you can close your eyes here. Amazing. Then we're gonna do the same on the other side. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time bring the right knee into your bend the right knee, bring your right leg into your bum. Straighten that leg, slowly but steady. Coming in to our warrior two. You can adjust where needed, making your pose strong and stable. Really taking your time here. Inhale, flip over your front palm, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, forward. Exhale, reverse. Going back to the top, lift that leg into our tree pose. And if you want to, you can close your eyes here. Amazing. We're gonna do one more Vinyasa sequence, this time into the three-legged dog. So for the same beginning, inhale, hands up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping both legs back into our plank. And here sending the hips up to downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up, straight leg. Make sure your hips are parallel to each other. Now you bend the knee, open up the hips. And we're gonna bring our left knee into our right elbow. Keeping a straight pose here, holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the top. Knee to your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. And the knee to your left elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planting that left leg on the mat for a pigeon pose. So here it's ideal if your front leg is 90-degree angle, your back leg is completely straight. I like it to modify here with some blocks, which I don't have at the moment, but if you have them, feel free to use them. On an inhale, bring your head up. Exhale into sleeping swan. Amazing. Sending that back all the way up, leg all the way up to three-legged dog. And here chaturanga it down, so you bend your elbows all the way to upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, heart center. Take a deep breath here. Same on the other side. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step it back to your plank. Into downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg this time. Straight hips, straight leg. Bend the knee, open up the hips. Right knee comes to the left elbow. Strong pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. And knee to nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And knee to the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Planting that right leg back down for a pigeon pose. Back leg is straight. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, sleeping swan. Amazing. One more time, sending that leg all the way up in the sky. Chaturanga down to a high cobra or upward facing dog. Into a wide-legged child's pose. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And coming into seated position. And then laying on our backs. Gonna do some spinal twists here. So hug that right leg into your chest. Open up to the left side. Right arm comes to the right side. And you look to the right side. Very good. Now bringing both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, little hug. Right knee comes back down. And your left knee goes to the right side. Looking to the left. Amazing. Coming back to a seated position. Maybe with some little roll-ups. And as a last stretch, we're gonna do the thread the needle. So inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, thread the needle. And you can extend your left arm to the top of your mat. Or bind it behind your back. Amazing. Coming back up. Lift that right arm up one more time. And it back. And same on the left side. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, thread the needle. Extend your right arm to the top of the mat. Or take a bind. Amazing. And then we're gonna end our practice like how we started it. So in a child's pose. This time I like to put my hands with my legs for the ultimate relaxation. Taking a couple of deep breaths here, slowing down your body and your mind again. Just being with yourself on the yoga mat. Appreciating the time you've taken for yourself to show up to the mat again today. To move your body and to calm the mind. Slowly, when you're ready, coming back up to a seated position. As you might see, I am well sweaty. Living in Thailand at the moment, for if you guys didn't know. And on my balcony, it's approximately 35 degrees at the moment. So I call this my sweaty Vinyasa flow. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure. And on inhale, bring your hands up. And on exhale, hands to the heart center. Namaste. I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely week. And I see you in the next one. Bye bye.